and I'm trying to see who the last one is, unfortunately. Taya Watkins. Yep.
Is that Riley that played with the Townsville Fire in the WNBL?
Yes, that's the...
Very, very good talent. And you were doing some research prior to this game, James, and Diamond Valley, they started their season at
0-3.
0-3, and what are they now?
Yeah, they've turned it around. They're 7-3.
They've won 7 in a row.
Yeah, they're on a 7-win streak. They're still stuck in 6th at the minute with some very talented teams still winning games. But if they can keep proving on their record, they'll shoot up.
Yeah, for sure. As we see, a bit of a 0-0 draw to start us off so far. Nothing dropping yet. Step Cassidy McLean trying to push the base, but we see Poppy Blanche with the ball tied Porchia to Cassidy McLean on the perimeter. She'll look to dribble, penetrate with the left hand off the glass. Starts Bendigo with a nice 2.
Yes, and they're really putting pressure on Steph Reid in the backcourt early. You can tell they want to stop that speed that these two young star Diamond Valley guards have.
For sure. So
Steph Reid.
Yeah, see the ball going to Ellen Riley. Steph Reid, phenomenal talent Steph Reid is, isn't she?
Yeah, unreal. She up there with one of the best in the league, and just the class that she shows, you can see it just off that jump shot that she's probably in for another big game.
For sure. As we see, Elsie Noon look to get the ball inside to tie Porchia off glass, not quite. Good defense there by Riley. Bendigo ball. Is there a reset in the clock? Yes, so 13 left on the clock. Pretty evident early that Bendigo looking to try to get the ball inside. Yeah,
that's it. That'll be the main plan, especially with Lara McSpadden out. There's not a lot of height going on for Diamond Valley at the minute with her out. So, yeah, maybe they can play a bit taller and try and see if they can execute inside with Porchia.
As I see Cass trying to dribble drive the lane again. Good defense there by Diamond Valley. Turnover. So, 2-3 early on here. Cass with a bit of an extended press here on Steph Reid, probably just looking to interrupt the pace of the game.
Yeah, that's it. They don't, like I said, they don't want the speed of these guards to get away from them because they have plenty of it.
Let's see Watkins out to Riley. She'll look to dribble penetrate on Noonan. Good help defense there by Porchia. Back into the corner. That is not off anyone, and it is Bendigo ball. Good defense early by Bendigo. There's been one outside shot hit by Steph Reid, but Coach Black will be pretty happy so far.
Yeah, not wrong. They're looking pretty well. Steph Reid's obviously the main ball handler here, as we see a 8-second.
No, it's a foul.
Foul.
Number 23, Alice. That'll be her first foul.
Yeah, it's definitely pushing the tempo a lot from Bendigo on defense. They don't want these guys to get away from them. As Mia Harvey drives in, tries to look for Porchia. Intercepted by Diamond Valley as they go on the break.
Yeah, Watkins there looking to push the ball. Riley with a little floater. Not quite back rim. Is that Watkins with the rebound? Off to Riley. To Steph Reid. Play a little pick and roll here. Ty Porchia switched on to Steph Reid. Gives a no-look pass. Just a bit long there by... Who was that there, sorry?
Delaney Todd.
Delaney Todd. Good pick and roll there by Ty Porchia and Cassidy McLean. Definite signs there by Coach Black looking to get the ball inside as often as they can.
Yeah, that's it. And this full court press is still going, but they get an easy bucket through Riley there. Diamond Valley off the press. And that's the way to beat the press, just pass through it.
For sure. As you see, Diamond Valley giving Bendigo a bit of a taste of their own medicine here. Looking to push the ball as well into the hands of Mia Harvey. Very exciting talent, the 16-year-old Mia Harvey is. Never takes a backward step from anyone as we see her trying to dribble penetrate. Poppy Blanche from outside, not quite. Short off rim. Ellis with the rebound. Cassidy McLean, James with the steal.
Yeah, good jump to the lane there, looking for Steph Reid early.
Bang!
Free ball from Cassidy McLean. Sorry, from Mia Harvey, sorry.
That'd be good for the confidence of the 16-year-old.
Absolutely. As they will look to get back on the defensive end. They don't want to give any easy shots right now. They'll force Diamond Valley to pass it around. With 12 seconds left on the clock, the ball ends up in Steph Reid's hands, top of the key. Goes around with a pick and roll from Todd. Looks top of the key.
Ellis.
Finds Ellis.
That's a good drive.
Goes
not
inside,
quite.
unlucky.
Mia Harvey looking to push the ball up. Off to Ty Porchia. She'll look to take the ball up with her right hand. Off glass. And one. Great start here by the Bendigo Braves women as they look to push the pace early. Bit of a press on defense and a nice little 4-point lead. Coach Black will be stoked with this. We see that Diamond Valley, James, clearly outclassing Bendigo on paper, but basketball games aren't won on paper.
That's it. Anything can happen on basketball games. All it takes is a bit of grit and determination and some good coaching, and you can get there as Porchia knocks down the free throw to give Bendigo a 5-point lead.
See Steph Reid here. She'll look to get something going here for Diamond Valley on the offensive end. Her and Ellis, who has the ball now. Off to Steph Reid. Looked at it. Dribble penetrating. Just so good with her handles. Watkins for three. Not quite. That short off rim. Good hustle there by Poppy Blanche, was it?
Yep. And still debating here. Looks like it's Bendigo ball. And it is.
They're right.
So good defensive presence from Bendigo early here. Really good. And that'll be a foul on Delaney Todd. That'll be her second of the game.
She might need a rest.
And looks like she's going to do so.
As who's that?
Looks like it's Isabella Nolan checking into the game here.
Poppy Blanche with the inbounds. Mia Harvey
In a
with
bit
the
of
ball here. They've got a bit of a horns
in
action
a
going
horn
on up here.
set.
Looking to go inside again to Ty Porchia. Deflected off Nolan there. It is Bendigo ball. 12 seconds left on the clock. We got a little bit of a box motion here. Out to Blanche. Cassie McLean. 10 left on the clock, James.
Yeah, as she looks to do another pick and roll action with Porchia. Gets inside. Great move with the left and finishes. Bendigo are looking real good early.
Good patience.
As we have a timeout coming.
Under the age of 18 can check in for free. This evening it is the 20-year anniversary as well of the Bendigo Braves men winning their Australian national title in the year 2005. So massive celebrations to go on later this evening as we see Watkins short from the perimeter. Ty Porchia out on the break. So Cassie McLean off to Poppy Blanche across to Meg McCarthy to finish off.
Beautiful. Little three-man weave set just wrapping around each other on the fast break. Only one Diamond Valley defender. Looking really good here, Bendigo.
You see Ellis here looking to dribble penetrate. Good hands. Cassie McLean, not quite. Ellis gets it back out to Steph Reid. There's 9 left on the clock. Still plenty of time. Watkins from the perimeter.
Comes up short. Bendigo ball, often no rebound.
As we see Jess Smith check in for her first minutes. The 17-year-old coming in for her first minutes. Elsie Noonan subbing out.
Ball straight into Smith's hands here as she gets pressed a little bit by Riley, who gets the ball. Tough one-handed and one finish at the rim. Good play from Riley there.
Yeah, so Jess Smith, the 17-year-old there, has been playing centre for the Bendigo Youth League team. In the last couple of weeks, she's shown a lot of promise, stepping out, hitting some outside jump shots while also going to work inside, doing the hard work or the hard yards inside. So definitely a good opportunity with all these outs for Bendigo for her to get some minutes and develop her game. As we see, was that Ellis finishing the M1?
Riley knocks down the free throw. Cassidy McLean enters. Little dump off inside to Porchia, who finishes with the right. That's her 7th point of the game. And
already.
They're cooking a bit here, Bendigo. Steph Reid looks to go in early. Kick out to the 3. Watkins will try another triple. Comes up just short. McCarthy with the rebound. Getting really pressed here.
They're going to need to get the ball over. That's good there by McLean. Out to Jess Smith from the corner to keep this going. Not quite. Hits back rim. Poppy Blanche. Not quite. Steph Reid with the rebound, James, and she's out in transition. Yeah, pushing the tempo here. He's got a one-on-one against McLean. Nice little Euro there. Unfortunately misses, and it's going to be Bendigo ball. Good defence there by Cassie McLean too. Yeah, 100%. Very back into the game for Meg McCarthy and Jess Smith. Jess Smith gave some good minutes there, James. Yeah, good early minutes. Showed a lot of promise as well in those early minutes, doing a whole bunch of things, playing a couple of different positions. As the ball comes out to McLean at the top of the key, and they'll look to do that standard pick and roll action with Porchia. McLean looks to drive, gets it into Porchia, and it's looking fantastic for Bendigo at the minute. That pick and roll has worked almost every time they've gone down to it. You look at the stat sheet, James, and Bendigo were 9 for 12 at the moment from the field, but they're taking good shots, as we see. Is that Riley unable to finish there? Oh, not Riley, sorry. Oh, it was Riley. Yep. You're right. Harvey weaves through traffic, gives it to McLean, who looks to drive. Good dump off to Porchia again. Can't finish, but we've got a foul.
called on. I believe that's Lauren Jones, yep. And Porchia will shoot 2.
Number 6 checking into the game, James.
Lucy Oakfield checks in for Taya Watkins.
Bit of a stats check. We've got here Diamond Valley 3 for 12 from the field. Bendigo 9 for 12 from the field. Number 35 for Bendigo, Amelia Grist into the game for her first minutes. That could be her first minutes of the NBL1 South season.
Yeah, and I was having a bit of a look at pre-season. She looked up for it.
Yeah.
And it's probably time as Cassidy McLean comes out for her. Porchia knocks down her first free throw, gone up with the second, knocks down the second. Her 11th point in the first quarter.
Bendigo sticking with this press, which has worked so well so far. They're looking to get the ball out of Steph Reed's hand. Riley finds number 13 in the corner. Who's that? Jones?
Yeah, Lauren Jones. As we see an off-the-ball foul on a Bendigo player by the looks of it.
Number 23, I think, might be Ty Porchia. That's her first. So, is it both teams are now in the bonus, or is that the third?
No, that's the third.
Okay.
That'll be a baseline ball for Diamond Valley.
Yep. Baseline ball. 16 left on the clock, so there's no rush. Unless Steph Reed just finds space.
And knocks it down. You can't give her that much space, as we've come to find out very quickly. And the pressure from Diamond Valley is starting to pay off now as they look to try and get back into this game.
So, superstar players do things like that, don't they?
Yeah, they just always can find separation.
Hits a three, and then makes that on the offensive end. But we see a block there by Ty Porchia, straight in the hands of Bendigo, looking to push the ball again.
Goes in with contact, and it drops. Ty Porchia is having a first quarter for the ages here for Bendigo. She's up to 13, and she'll go to the line to shoot a 14th.
Wow. What a start here by the Bendigo Braves women here at Red Energy Arena. If you're in the Bendigo area, pop on down. Youth under the age of 18 are permitted in for free for the month of May, but there's a sense here that something special could be brewing here, and with the men's 20th anniversary coming later this evening, you'd be silly not to.
Yeah, that's it. As we see Lauren Jones coming out of the game for Alicia Caddy, as Porchia will shoot her one free throw here. It's up, looks good, is good. Portia's up to 14 as we have another timeout by the looks of it. Alrighty.
Bendigo again with the press, James.
Yeah, that's it. Cassidy McLean is back in by the looks of it. No, never mind. Mia Harvey getting the job on Steph Reed.
Offensive foul
and
on
it's
the
an
screen.
Offensive foul.
Number 30, Isabella Nolan. That might be her first, yes, but given that it's an offensive foul, no shots.
No shots. What a big responsibility it is for Coach Black to put Mia Harvey straight on Steph Reed. And
it's a nice little resume builder, isn't it?
No, it's not bad, is it? As Porchia gets the one-on-one up the court, stumbles, still keeps the ball up as she gets it over half court, gets it to Blanche. As they look to do a pick and roll here, and it works. A little dump off from Porchia. Out to the corner to Harvey. Looks good. Back rim. And we see a Diamond Valley ball here.
Yeah. Kiara McDermott, that's her first foul.
Over the back there.
Yeah. 25-11 here. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Bendigo will take a lead into quarter time. One would imagine, as we see Steph Reed looking to try and do it all herself. Nice little find inside of Nolan for the two.
Great little dump off. Just it's hard when they've got Harvey chasing through and there's multiple screens. It's real tough when you've got to make a decision.
So see Mia Harvey here with the ball, looking to run some pick and roll with McDermott. Good defense there by Reed. Into the hands of Grist. Gets it back into Mia Harvey's hands. Go on the isolation pick and roll with Ty Porchia. And that'll be a turnover. Not a turnover. It will be a turnover
on the shot clock. 10 seconds left in this quarter. Diamond Valley, you'd think, would try and get this ball up here quickly and see if they can get Reed open on maybe an off ball.
Yeah. She looks the most dangerous, doesn't she?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, James, we've got 8 seconds left here. Steph Reed with the ball. Bendigo sticking with the zone. They're running the horns, looking to get us some space. 3 seconds to go. Steph Reed off to, is that Ellis to finish the quarter? Not quite short. And what a first quarter by the Bendigo Braves women here at Red Energy Arena.
36 and maybe 15. Sean Redditch, who won plenty of flags with the Perth Wildcats. He can't make it. Sam Fotu was going to make it, but I don't think he's here tonight. So we've got just the local guys that probably grew up here in Bendigo still here. Chris Hogan, Warren Randall, Taylor Bell.
Yep.
Myself, I'm not a local, but I've been here since 2005 and haven't left. And, a few others. There's Barney and Dicko at the back there. And, so it's pretty good to see some of the guys that we don't always get back together again.
100%. So how do you find the nostalgia of coming back here to what is now Court 6, but used to be the old show court, where you guys applied your trade, where you won plenty of games and obviously plenty of memories?
Yeah, well, plenty of memories. We, believe it or not, I played 9 or 10 seasons with the Braves, and 8 of those we played in the conference final, like grand final, conference final. So we were very, very successful, very, very good imports, very good locals, and very good ring-ins. Beautiful putback by Porchia there. So just a little side note, I have had 2 children, and I had Porchia written down as one of the names of one of my kids at one stage. But we had
Chris was one of the absolute high flyers of the Bendigo men's team 20 years ago, and alongside Sean Reddish, who has won national titles with Perth Wildcats, who was a part of that team as well, was one of the real X factors of that team. So it's exciting to have those sorts of players back in the arena this evening.
Yeah, that's it. And it's a very special night for Bendigo basketball in itself. And I'm not even from Melbourne. I'm from Sydney, so it's always good to come down here and learn a bit more about the game of basketball and the way it goes down here.
For sure.
As we see a foul.
Yeah, there was a foul. I didn't get who it was on, sorry, but it's Bendigo ball. Ty Porchia with the ball. 13 left on the clock. Cassie McLean with the ball. Mia Harvey by herself at the top of the rim. Back to Cassie McLean. They're definitely looking to get inside a lot more. Elsie Noonan with the ball off to Cassie McLean. They've got 3 on the clock. She's got to jack it up. It's short. Ty Porchia, not quite. Diamond Valley rebound, James.
Yeah, that's it. They look to push the tempo here through Watkins. Goes off to Ellis. Back out to Watkins. A nice little drive and kick there. Shot short. Mia Harvey on a fast break rebound. 3-on-1 there. Porchia ends up with the ball after a little fumble and finishes it off for her 18th of the game. She's having some
18 already.
She's having some game here.
Wow.
As they look to press the ball through Nolan out to Watkins. Ellis driving in. Good move.
Yeah, good move. They got away with a bit of a push, I think, but that's okay. It is Diamond Valley ball after that scrap. 14 left on the clock. We've got a sub here for Bendigo. Jess Smith checking into the game for Elsie Noonan. Yeah. The youth of Bendigo have really taken it up to Diamond Valley so far, James.
Yeah, that's it. They're not afraid to show them what they're about. They're giving it to them. They're playing above their age, as some would say.
Yeah, again, it's not on paper.
It's on the court.
It's not on the court, as we see. Short there by Oakford, and it is Bendigo ball. 29-16, 6:52 left in period number 2, leading into half time. We've also got some of these former national championship players who are participating in a half-court jump shooting contest later this evening, so it's going to be fun to watch. As you see, Mia Harvey dribble driving the lane to Jess Smith in the corner. Not quite, that's long. Good rebound there by Watkins. Mia Harvey with the foul. Watkins did fall on top of her. Hopefully she's okay. She is tough.
Yeah, a bit of a strong fall there. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. And she'll exit the game here. McCarthy will come in for her by the looks of it.
Yeah, good to see her up and about, sucking them in. Hopefully she's okay.
And while that last time out was happening, I was able to have a slight listen into the Bendigo bench, and Coach Black just wanted them to get back to the basics of just boxing out offensively and, just not allowing the offensive rebounds and just dribbling the ball, passing the ball, just do the basics, and they'll command this game still. As we see a foul there by McLean on, I believe that's Watkins, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, Mia Harvey just subbed out. She's getting checked out at the back of the bench here. Hopefully she's doing okay. Number 1, Watkins going to the line for 2. How are her stats looking this evening so far, James?
Yeah, she's only had the one free throw before, got 2 rebounds and an assist of her own. And she unfortunately misses that one.
Yeah, 0 for 4 from the field so far. Missed all 4 3-pointers, and she's now 1 for 3 from the free throw line.
Yeah, a bit of a underperformed game from her. She hits the second one, and we can hear Coach Black in the background screaming box out. She really just wants the basics done and dusted as the big press comes in for Diamond Valley, ends up in the hands of McLean, who goes out to Blanche, back to McCarthy. McLean feeds inside to Porchia, who goes back out.
So Poppy Blanche
in the corner,
not
unfortunate. Porchia with real grit and determination fights it all back.
That's the one percenters that Ty Porchia has really brought to the Bendigo Braves women's side this year. More often than not, fighting against people much taller than her, but grit and determination wins out on that occasion, as we see Meg McCarthy off his screen gets the ball, 12 seconds left on the clock. James.
Yeah, McLean at the top of the key, another pick and roll action with Porchia, feeds inside, takes the contact, no call, misses the layup. Rebound there by Abby Ellis as she looks to push the tempo.
Abby Ellis here with the ball, driving past Jess Smith.
Kicks out top of the key, Caddy unfortunately misses.
Not quite, that's out of bounds by Watkins.
Bendigo ball. 29 to 17 here, 5:41 left in the second.
Quick stat check, Red Bull stat check here for you, ladies and gentlemen. 25% from the field, Diamond Valley are 6 of 24, whereas Bendigo 12 for 22. 3-pointers, both teams combining to be 3 for 20 from 3-point range so far.
Yeah, and that's the key. Bendigo have been real efficient inside. Both teams are struggling to hit a jump shot right now as Watkins drives inside. Beautiful left-hand finish.
As we hit timeout, James called by full court press, James.
Yeah, that's it. The ball ends up in Meg McCarthy's hands, trying to dribble past. Gets the ball. There's still good pressure. McCarthy inside, trying to look out for a little dump off to Porchia. Takes the contact again. Unfortunate. That might ends up being a Diamond Valley ball off the hands of Porchia on the rebound attempt. Abby Ellis taking the ball up here, guarded by Meg McCarthy. Dumps it off to Steph Reed. Looking to work something down low, can't find nothing. Abby Ellis drives in. Really nice move there and draws the and one there.
Pretty pumped about that too, given the old fist pump. So that foul is on number 4, Meg McCarthy. That'll be her 3rd foul.
Yes, as we see her coming out of the game for Mia Harvey, who thankfully is all right and is
good to see her back into the game.
Keep playing the game. Noonan also enters the game for Bendigo.
Ty Porchia having a rest. A much-deserved rest.
That's it. Abby Ellis at the free throw line here. Knocks down her and one. Completes that off.
This press really giving Bendigo a hard time here. Delaney Todd with the steal. Steph Reed with the ball, looking to push the ball.
Goes inside.
And another and one opportunity. Diamond Valley now back to within 5 points, James.
Yeah, it's a beautiful Euro step there, and it's real hard to stop that sort of stuff when you're there on the break. You're on the back pedal, and you just got to try and get in the right spot, but unfortunately can't. This press that Diamond Valley have put on in the second period is really affecting Bendigo now.
Yeah, it is, as we see Steph Reed, finishing from the line. Her good work there. As you see, it's a 2-2-1, is it? Full court press?
Yeah, in a full set. Cassidy McLean over to Poppy Blanche. Dribbles baseline floater, goes over the rim. Rebound there by Watkins, gets it up to Steph Reed. Mia Harvey on the back pedal trying to defend. Good defense there.
Yeah. Steph Reed now pulling the ball back out, looking to run a proper set here. Dribble penetrating with the right into the corner there. Not quite there by, is that Riley as well?
Yep. And the pressures again in there. Watkins gets the steal and the layup right next to the rim as well. And it's our 2-point game, Mick. It's looking unfortunate for Bendigo.
Yep. Yeah, it's a game of runs, isn't it? And Bendigo started off well. Diamond Valley, as you'd expect, on a 7-game win streak. Coming back now, it's 2 points of difference, 29-27. But Elsie Noonan now with the ball. Poppy Blanche from outside. That looks long. Off front rim, off Jess Smith's hands there. And it is a Diamond Valley ball. So with a 3-pointer here, 3:45 left, Diamond Valley could take the lead.
That's it. And it's been real... look, unfortunately, it's not showing up on the score sheet or the stat sheet or anything like that for Diamond Valley, but Steph Reed's drive and kick has been phenomenal. It's just the outside guys are unfortunate to lock it in.
As I see Poppy Blanche on ball defense there on Ellis. She kicks it back out to Watkins from the corner to take the lead. Not quite. Elsie Noonan again with a strong rebound out to Jess Smith.
Yeah, fighting off contact, goes forward to Cassidy McLean. in a little one-on-one there, takes the contact, gets the ball poked away from behind. Poppy Blanche grabs it off the deflection. McLean sort of stuck in the corner. Back out to Blanche.
That looks good.
Looks good.
Yes!
Is good. Poppy Blanche hits a 3. Her first bucket of the game comes at a real crucial time.
For Diamond Valley, you do not want to give Poppy Blanche space. She can flat out score the rock when she gets going. As we see Ellis with the ball here, looking to dribble, penetrate, drops the shoulder, look good, not quite. Poppy Blanche with the rebound. Good defense, Bendigo.
Yeah, it's looking up. There might be a little momentum switch here, especially if McLean can orchestrate a bucket here. Comes out to Harvey. Good little crossover there. Floater inside. Unlucky. Good board by Noonan. Goes up underneath. And we've got a foul called here on, I believe that's 35, Delaney Todd, which I think is her 3rd foul of the game. And that'll put Bendigo in the bonus for the rest of the quarter.
So we see a timeout here also. An Amy timeout by the Diamond Valley Eagles with Elsie Noonan to the line for 2 shots. Bendigo 32, Diamond Valley 27. Give us a Red Bull stat check with how both teams are tracking, James.
Yeah, it's been field goal wise, Bendigo are on top, 48% to 32%, shooting 13 of 27. A few more O boards have led to a few more shots for Diamond Valley, 10 for 31 from them. 3-point wise, it's not looking great for either team, but it's been a real gritty one, and some shots at the end of the quarter, at the end of the shot clock, have to be thrown up. 2 for 10 for Bendigo, 2 for 14 for Diamond Valley. Rebound count is being led by Bendigo, which I'm sure Coach Black would be thrilled with. Ty Porchia, leading scorer with 18 still. Steph Reid, the leading scorer for Diamond Valley with 9.
Bit going on, isn't there? A game of ebbs and flows, and
that's it.
I'll tell you what, if you had to ask Coach Black at the start of this game as to how they'd be tracking against an experienced team that has Ellis, Steph Reid, like you're talking Steph Reid, last year's scoring champion, Australian Opal, runs point for the Australian Opals, our country's side, and to be 5 points up with 2:36 left, she'd be stoked. She'd take that every day of the week.
Yeah, 100%. This Diamond Valley team has some real star power, and Bendigo with the youth of their team still up by 5. Abby Ellis, a WNBL Townsville player, you know, as you said with Steph Reid, they've got 2 of the best guards in the whole league. As Noonan hits her free throw, and we'll go for a second here. It's up. Bounces off the side of the rim, but a great board by Jess Smith. Blocked.
Not quite.
By Aaron Riley.
Good O-board there by Jess Smith, but not quite able to finish. Steph Reid looking to push the pace a little bit here with the left, looking for that pick and roll with Nolan. Is a nice little spin move into the paint. Not quite off glass. Nolan again with the offensive rebound. Reid then kicks it out to Ellis. Who's that in the corner?
That's Lauren Jones, who comes up short. And we've got
I didn't see who that foul was on.
Yeah, we've got
number 6, Cassidy McLean.
As we see Ty Porchia coming back into this game on for Noonan.
So both teams in the bonus now?
Yep.
Or is it 2 shots now?
Should be. I don't think it's changed. I believe it is 2 shots.
That is 2 shots. Yeah.
So Isabella Nolan will take the 2 shots for Diamond Valley as they look to bring this game to a 4-point game with 2:13 left on the clock.
So shooters roll there, hits her first. Thank you to Mitsubishi Motors Australia, Amy Footlocker, Archie Brothers, Red Bull, KO and Intex for your ongoing support of the NBL1 competition. She back rims the second. Offensive rebound there by number 13, Lauren Jones. Second chance points are like gold as we see Steph Reid from really deep. Not quite. Bendigo ball. Elsie Noonan checking back into the game again.
Yeah, a little 10-second rest there for Noonan as Jess Smith comes out as her replacement. Looks like Diamond Valley have sort of gone away from the press at the minute. They're sort of just letting Cassidy McLean walk the ball up now as they get in a little box zone. This looks like a 3-2. McLean looks to go inside. Ball stripped away by Riley on the fast break. Driving down the lane, little fake to the corner, goes up, gets a foul call, basket doesn't drop, she'll have 2.
Foul on Poppy Blanche. That's her second foul. That Riley to the line for 2. How's Erin Riley's game look so far tonight? I see she's filled out the bingo sheet.
Yeah, she's been really involved, and she's getting her hands on the ball a lot more. A lot of kick-out action. And as she's going to knock down her second free throw, hits both. She's getting really involved on the defensive side as well. Her defense has been really impressive to start this one. As we see Poppy Blanche with the ball. Up to Porchia, top of the key. Looking for a little flare screen from McLean. Back into Porchia. That's great ball movement by Bendigo.
Good
basket
find there.
Doesn't drop, but we'll get the foul and we'll go to the line for 2.
Good find there by Elsie Noonan at the top of the key there, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. It's great ball movement.
She could have dished it to the corner here where she had a decent shooter too when Poppy Blanche open. But she's looked to go inside again, and if Ty Porsche hits both of these, it's 20 points for the half. That's
it. They've broken down the defense and they've done it really well. And Ty Porsche has been the main one to do it. She's getting in all the good spots, fighting real hard. And if she hits this, this will be her 20th point for the half. As she does the
start. Bendigo 35, Diamond Valley 31 and 30 left in the first half here at Red Energy Arena. Steph Reid off to Ellis. Jones there with the ball. Back to Ellis, is it there, driving the baseline, out to Steph Reid for 3 from straight away, not quite short rim. Ellis with another rebound.
Yeah, it's good closing defense from McLean there to really stuff that shot, but Diamond Valley in their press, they get the ball back off a Noonan turnover, missed the layup.
Cassidy McLean out here on the break, James, she's kicking it out to the corner. Mia Harvey from the corner. Oh, not quite. Cassidy McLean, fantastic offensive rebound. Doing the 1% as well. Poppy Blanche with the ball, James.
Yeah, goes up to the top to Mia Harvey, who goes out to Cassidy McLean, wide open, back rim. Porchia, that's fantastic. And they'll reset it here. There's some good O-boards coming in from Bendigo.
Mia Harvey looking to dribble, penetrate. Ooh. With the body, I reckon that was, by Steph Reid from where we were sitting. Yes, so that is Steph Reid's first foul. Mia Harvey. I'll tell you what. There's no greater compliment for a 16-year-old to be guarded by potentially Australia's best point guard and just taking it straight to her.
She's got grit. You can tell straight away. She went straight at her, gave her a little jab. And, she'll go to the line and go for 2 here. Hits the first one, brings up her 4th point of the game as Bendigo will look to take a 7-point lead here with only 36 seconds left in the quarter.
Mia Harvey being the former... Well, not former, because she still is the Victorian Country captain at underage level. Hits both her free throws. Bendigo 37, Diamond Valley 30. James, talk us through this.
Steph Reid.
Second chance points are killers, aren't they?
That's it. As we see McLean dribbling the ball up. Guarded real hard here by Steph Reid. Goes up the top, feeding Porchia inside, looking to continue what she was doing in the first half. Bounced on the back rim.
Not quite.
Not quite. Rebound Diamond Valley. Ellis pushing the tempo a little bit. Setting a screen here from Riley, takes it, drops the ball. Harvey.
Good defense there by Mia Harvey. They've called a jump ball. That'll be Bendigo ball.
Unreal.
Good defense by the 16-year-old, just getting aggressive there against the opal in Ellis. Bendigo ball.
Yeah, it's a real commemoration. 16-year-old, straight on the best player. Each time dribbling up the ball. As she looks to dribble up the ball herself, kicks it to McLean, guarded by Steph Reid. Little pick and roll with Porchia on the left side. McLean goes in, left-handed finish. Should have been some contact.
Yeah, there was a bit of contact, but the referees have decided to let that go as Riley pushes the ball up the court. Steph Reid with the ball here into the corner for Watkins. Not
Fall
quite
short, but the second chance
clean up there by Ellis.
Second chance points are killing Bendigo right now early, and Coach Black would not be happy about it. Good clean up from Ellis.
Isn't it like 70% of all shots go to the opposite side of the rim?
Yeah, pretty much. That's always what you're taught as a kid.
Yeah.
It's always stand on the other side.
Might even be more, but as we see the foul there drawn
Ty Porchia
on Watkins. That's a second.
Yep.
Bendigo 37, Diamond Valley 35 early here in the third quarter. Mia Harvey with the ball. Out to Poppy Blanche. 13 left in the clock. Back to Poppy Blanche. 5,
Tries
4,
to go inside, can't do it.
3
seconds left, has to
got to
chuck
throw it
something
up.
That'll be a shot.
Steph Reid with the rebound, and James, they're off.
Yeah, Steph Reid, a little one-on-one fast break, dumps it off to Watkins. Good D from Harvey there to shut her off. Back up to the top, Ellis driving in. Whole bunch of contact, and they do call a foul. I tell you what, Mia Harvey putting her body on the line. They called it a charge. Wow.
They did.
It's impressive from Mia Harvey. Way to get in front, hold that position, not get called for a block. And she...
Yeah, Ellis's second foul, was it?
Yes.
Okay.
Mia Harvey dribbling up the ball, guarded real tight here by Ellis. Little dump off into Noonan as she drives in. A little left-handed finish and one.
Good finish there by Noonan, but how good was that pass by Mia Harvey just to put it into the spot where she wanted Noonan to run onto it, and she already had to step on her defender there. Finishes with the left hand, off glass, and one. And again, it's just that little 1%er.
That's it. And yeah, the 1%ers are going to help Bendigo in this game. As Noonan misses the free throw, rebound comes to Steph Reid as she looks to dribble it up the court and get something going for Diamond Valley here. Comes out to Watkins. Got some flare action going at the top of the key. Reid, a screen from Delaney Todd. Double press, forces her into a rushed pass. Watkins, a kick out three to Ellis.
Splash.
And it's good. That was good defense by Bendigo, just some good passing.
Yeah, sometimes good offense just beats good defense, doesn't it?
That's it.
When you leave an experienced player like Ellis out on the perimeter, oh, that was a rush pass there, turnover. But yeah, back to down here, you can't leave someone of Ellis's skill alone on the three-point line.
No, and that's it. But look, the pressing offense was good there. It's just, unfortunate that Watkins was able to find the open player. As you see, Reid takes a screen from Todd. Watkins
there with the ball.
Gets through. They'll call that a foul. That'll be on Poppy Blanche. And Watkins will go to the line to shoot too.
How's Watkins' game been so far, James?
Yeah, really impressed in that. After that pretty poor first quarter, to be honest. But in the second quarter, she's really picked it up. Up to 9 points now. 3 for 9, 4 boards. It's not great viewing, but it's not bad at the same time, especially considering how, the first quarter was going for her. She's getting back into it, and that was the way Diamond Valley were going to get back into this, by getting Ellis, Watkins, and Reid just touches of the basketball. Now, she's made her second free throw here, and
wasn't it only 2 shots? Why is there more shots?
I believe someone might have stepped early.
Oh, that's a bad mistake if that's the case.
That's a coach killer.
Yeah. Diamond Valley take the lead, 40-39.
Blanche pushing the offense here. Harvey over in the corner, drives in. Up to Cassidy McLean, top of the key.
Now, they're really trying to force it inside now, aren't they?
Yeah, and the Diamond Valley have really learned to cut it off. But
good steal there by Ty Porchia, looking to push the ball back the other way.
Great
bit of a Euro off glass, not quite Cassidy McLean, but foul on, was that Riley there in transition?
Yep, and Porchia will take another 2 free throws, and she hasn't missed one. I think she's made 8 to start this game.
Ty Porchia so far this evening, 20 points, 5 rebounds.
Yeah, 6 free throws.
6 for 6.
Yep. She'll look to make this 8 for 8 here. The first one's up, it's in.
Bendigo so far this evening from the line, 9 for 11. Diamond Valley 10 for 13. Both teams shooting over 75% from the line.
Ty Porchia is 8 for 8 as Bendigo retake the lead, 41-40 with 6:36 left in the third here.
Ellis here, James, just looking to dribble penetrate with the left.
Yeah, Steph Reid kicks it out. Watkins, another open 3. Her shot's back.
Yeah.
Diamond Valley.
You can almost stem that back to that second chance points that they got earlier this quarter to, when a shooter just finds the bottom of the basket, it's game on, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
As I said, another unforced turnover here. That's 4 this quarter so far. Bendigo trying, obviously, to get the ball inside often, but it's not working.
Yeah, that's it. And it's just sort of the rush passes from the top of the key. The best way to enter the paint's always from the side.
Yep.
Little dump off in there. Trying to get it in. They've got all 5 defenders right in front of you. As we see Riley taking a 3. Goes off back rim, Porchia with the rebound. And yeah, it's just the extra pass will always help you if you need it. There's no point rushing it. As we see Harvey taking a step back there. McLean out in the wing. Got to reset it.
Harvey now looking to dribble
Good
penetrate. Good drive by the 16-year-old Mia Harvey.
Yep, she had her defender done with the eyes there. Gave the eyes to the corner and just drove in when she had the front foot. Steph Reid fakes a shot. Sort of stuck in the corner, throws a cross-court pass to Watkins. That's a beautiful shot. And that's a great pass from Steph Reid. And you know, as a coach, what do you do against that? That's great.
Ty Porchia, mid-range. Splash! Ty Porchia really putting the backpack on this evening. She's up to 24 points. Bendigo 45, Diamond Valley 46. Steph Reid with the ball here. Bendigo in the zone.
Delaney Todd sets a screen. Steph Reid fakes a shot. Hits Ellis. Watkins, another three. She's hot right now. She's really hot right now.
She's hit 3 threes in a row.
She is cooking here, Taya Watkins. Cassie McLean with the ball on the wing.
You can almost guarantee the next Diamond Valley possession. It's going to be a Watkins three-point attempt. As we see, Elsie Noonan going to work inside. That's tough, not quite. Rebound there by Diamond Valley, can't see on the floor. Delaney Todd out on the break, James.
Yep, she takes the fast break. Hits Riley in the corner. Abby Ellis, wing three, no good. Good rebound there by Noonan. And they look to push the tempo here through Cassidy McLean. Out to Poppy Blanche.
Bendigo should just look to slow this up a little bit here. Diamond Valley are getting their own way with lifting the pace of what's going on here.
As Harvey and Watkins fight for it on the floor, it looks like it's a jump ball.
As we see Bendigo calling time out here at Red Energy Arena. 4 minutes and change left in the third quarter. Bendigo 45, Diamond Valley 49.
And off the back of Taya Watkins shooting, she's up to 20. And she's looking really...
After going scoreless in the first quarter, James.
Yeah, that's it. She's looking real impressive from the three right now. And that's the real strength of her game. As you can see, those corner threes. And once she's on, she's on. And it's sort of just snuck away from Bendigo a little bit here in this third quarter. That had some rushed passes, a few couple turnovers, some second chance points. Just all the basic stuff.
Amy timeout here at Red Energy Arena, 49-45. And so far this quarter, it has been Diamond Valley. Just they've found their shot, haven't they?
That's it. Yeah, so they were shooting, 11% from three to going into the quarter. They're now shooting 25%. Taya Watkins up to 4 threes, I want to say, maybe even 5. 4 for 10 after starting 0 for 6.
She's hit her last 4 threes. There you go.
There you go.
Starting to fill up nicely here, isn't it, James?
Yeah, that's it.
Not many seats left.
That's it. We got the men's game coming tonight, the 20th anniversary of that championship.
Yeah, we got the likes of Ben Harvey in the crowd, who you can see on the screen there, number 4, it's in the rafters. We've had Chris Novak already, Warren Randall, who'll join us shortly. Lots of big names here in the Bendigo area that have their singlets in the rafters.
That's it. As Steph Reid getting guarded tight by Ty Porchia here. Real good defense here. Does nothing on. Has to go back to Watkins, top of the key.
7 seconds left. Dribble penetration.
Dribble penetrate. Good defense. Ty Porchia. Good spin move from Cassidy McLean there. Gets the ball falls to Jess Smith. Porchia getting guarded real tight by Delaney Todd there.
That was good by Delaney Todd there, just getting her hands in the cookie jar. Ty Porchia off glass, not quite. Rebound to Ellis. She's looking to push.
Yep, she'll push the tempo here. Kick out corner 3. It's up and it's good. Lauren Jones with that corner 3 there as Diamond Valley take a 7-point lead. And Bendigo will try and get back into this game through Cassie McLean with a nice little crossover there. That'll be contact.
And the finish and 1.
That's a good move. Good little hesitation. Good cross. Draws the contact early. Has the game on her terms on that one. And she'll go to the line to try and bring this back to a 4-point game for Bendigo.
Cassie McLean having a bit of a quieter game tonight. The captain of the Bendigo Braves winning 4 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists and 1 steal. Only 6 shot attempts as she goes to the line to bring it back to 4.
And the free throw is good. Ball's inbounded to Steph Reid here. As we have 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the quarter. Steph Reid looking at the top of the key, not much going on. We'll receive a fake screen from Watkins. Has the defenders looking, and she just gets an easy drive and finish with the left. And it's unfortunate that the little fake screen just caught a few defenders out, just left an open lane. As Jess Smith, top of the key, gets it to McCarthy there. She looks to go inside, kicks it to Porchia up the top of the key, guarded by Watkins. Poppy Blanche with the ball now. Only 4 seconds left on the clock. Blanche will put up a long one.
Oh!
Good!
That's from real deep.
That's a momentum shifter there. That can really swing a game.
I'm no mathematician, but that was from about 1,000 feet out, James.
At least.
Yeah.
So see the ball here.
3 points the difference. Bendigo 51, Diamond Valley 54. Ellis with the ball, looking to dribble, penetrate off the right, pull up, jump shot from the corner.
No good. Porchia grabs the ball, pushes the tempo. Out to McCarthy. Spin move in the paint. Left-handed finish. Bendigo are back in this. 1 point game, 1:56 remaining.
Steph Reid now just looking to maintain the pace here of the ball. A bit of horns action, double screen at the top. Out to Jones.
Front rim. Rebound by Ellis. She's been real good on those aggressive inbounds, rebounds, and she'll get 2 and she'll go to the line for a 3rd.
As we see Cassie McLean and Ty Porchia subbing out, Mia Harvey and Elsie Noonan checking back into the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another special guest joining us this evening and another member of the 2005 National Men's Basketball team who won the lot. Warren.
No, it was good. We had a good run, and it was a good probably 5 or 6 years of success. So
as we see, Elsie Noonan hit her first, not quite the second, front rim out. Good work with the offensive rebound though. Finishes the work, and we're back to even. 59 each. 30 seconds left in the third. What does it mean for you? I guess the nostalgia of being back on what is now Court 6, the old Court 1. You're one of the legends of Bendigo basketball with your singlet being here in the stands.
Yeah.
How does it feel coming back here and seeing the youth of Bendigo now competing at this sort of level and doing a good job of it?
Yeah, look, I was around for the Wigwam days up on Court 9 now as it is. So it's it's obviously evolved, it's grown. We've got this amazing complex now, but it's certainly a great atmosphere still on Court 6, the old Court 1. Like seeing the likes of like Mia, who's right in front of us now, who I played, with her old man for years there. So, yeah, it's great. And having the singlet, the number retired is something I'm really proud of. I used to, obviously, my old man was a manager back in the day when they won in '88, I think it was. So, had a fair bit to do with Braves basketball. Really proud of my time, with the club, and obviously all my teammates and everyone else involved just had a great time. It's been such a positive for me. So
the good thing about yourself and Chris and the likes, the members of this 2005 squad, is that you've all in one way or another given back to the youth of the Bendigo basketball community. Yeah. Like yourself, you're coaching under 10 girls at the moment. And doing a ripper job of that.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, no, coaching 4 teams now, and without the squad team. So, I think it's important, to give back in that sense. And I enjoy it. I love it. Spreading a bit of the knowledge and working with kids keeps you young. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
As we see an offensive foul there, Diamond Valley. The screen, or illegal screen, on number 30, Isabella Nolan. Bendigo have got 4.6 seconds to get this up the clock. They will, one would think, take a lead into 3/4 time, which on paper you wouldn't have thought would have been possible to start this one, but basketball isn't one on paper. Ty Porchia off to Cassie McLean. She's looking to push the ball inside with 1 second left with the left hand! Off glass! And 1. Bendigo 4 points up with 0.4 seconds left. Before you leave, mate, what is the one single memory that stands out to you from that 2005 year?
It was a big year. It was a lot of amazing memories. At the tournament in Geelong, we won the semi-final. It's been put up on Facebook now, but halves in a 3 on the buzzer to win the game. That was massive. But then even the final, we were down by 20 at half-time and we were actually up.
We see Steph Reid give the ball to Caddy there, back to Steph Reid at the top as they look to get a little action flare-up screen. Kicks it to the corner. It ends up back in Steph Reid's hands with 7 seconds left. Get a screen there from Isabella Nolan.
Steph Reid, step back. Not quite. Elsie Noonan, not quite. Meg McCarthy with the rebound. Out to Mia Harvey. She's looking to push the ball. Bit of a take foul there. I reckon that was, by number 6, Oakford. That'll be a second foul.
Yeah, bit of physicality coming into the last quarter here.
Now, I reckon there's a bit of frustration on the Diamond Valley side of things, given that, you know, they probably came into tonight thinking that Bendigo being on a bit of a losing streak and then being on a 7-game win streak, it may have been a bit more of a walk in the park for them. But as we see, the ball come off the foot of Diamond Valley, but still called back court.
Yeah, so it's Diamond Valley ball here. Bendigo up 7. The ball's in Steph Reed's hands, and the game can change quickly when it's in her hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kicked
Got one of the best point guards in Australia running your offense. You know you're always within the shot. As we see another rebound to Elsie Noonan. That's her 11th rebound. Cassidy McLean looking to push the ball up. Inside to Ty Porchia. She'll go to work. Left hand, not quite back rim. Rebound to Kadee James.
Yeah, she looks to push the floor up a bit. Steph Reed gets the ball here, guarded by Cassidy McLean. Puts on a little move, gets open on the right side, looks good.
That's a foul on Ty Porchia as she tried to swim around that box out on, I think it was Nolan. Nolan had good position there.
Yeah, definitely did, as we have a Diamond Valley inbound from the baseline, 14 seconds on the clock. Let's see what they can work up with here.
So we got Oakford, Kadee, Reed, Jones. As we see, Reed stepping out for 3, short rim. Ty Porchia, not quite. Oh, it's still Bendigo ball. So, 8 minutes left. Bendigo up 7. We know that the tide can change at any one time, James.
Yep.
For Bendigo, while they've got some form of momentum here, it's important to capitalise on that and continue to score.
That's it. You just keep getting buckets, and the game will be won. And how are they going to call this? It's Bendigo ball here.
Good defence there by Steph Reed, getting her hands in and almost getting that steal. Jess Smith checking into the game for Ty Porchia right now. It's good from a Bendigo basketball as a whole perspective that you're trusting your 17-year-old centre to come out and play some real tough minutes in a close game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's it. As we see Meg McCarthy driving in there, looking for Noonan. And the ball ends up back to Cassie McLean's hand. Grabs her own offensive rebound, goes back in with the left.
Finishes!
Bendigo up 9.
Timeout. Diamond Valley, I reckon. No. What is it? Have we heard the buzzer go off?
It's just a...
It's a nothing. It's a false alarm.
False alarm.
Got excited for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Bendigo 68, Diamond Valley 59. 7:50 left here at Red Energy Arena.
Steph Reed looking to attack. Has 4 people collapse on a real tough
Good
layup.
block there by Jess Smith.
Meg McCarthy trying to push the ball up. Cassidy McLean. Great spin move. Gets open on the left and finishes again. Cassidy McLean is taking over this game for Bendigo.
Oh, tough screen there by Nolan. Steph Reed looking to force the issue there. Oh, that's tough, but not quite. Takes the body. I reckon that might be a foul on Jess Smith.
Yep. She'll go to the line for 2.
Was it number 6? Cassidy McLean.
Yeah, that'll be Cassidy's 4th, I want to say.
Third foul.
Third.
As we see, timeout called by Diamond Valley. Bendigo 70. Diamond Valley 59. 7:29 left in the fourth quarter here. As we enter this Amy timeout, Bendigo have just come out and done the proverbial punch in the face, hasn't it?
That's it. I feel like that layup at the end of the quarter from Cassidy McLean really sparked something there. Really, all the team got up and about. They got hyped, and they've come out in this fourth quarter and they're keeping it up, and it's through her.
100%. Cassidy McLean, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. We did mention that she was quieter halfway through the third quarter. She's really stepped up as the captain of the Bendigo Braves women's team. Elsie Noonan, really impressive this evening. 8 points, 11 rebounds, doing a lot of the dirty work inside. Ty Porchia, 24 points, leading the way for the Bendigo Braves women. 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block. Whereas for Diamond Valley, the captain, Taya Watkins, leading the way. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. She's figured out the bingo card as well. Steph Reed, though, you've always got to be careful of Steph Reed when we're talking about someone who can catch fire at the drop of a hat. She's only got 13 points. Last year when she was a member of the Frankston Blues, she scored 35.
Yep, that's it. And that might play on some of the back of some of the Bendigo players' minds that were a part of that game and how great she was.
Steph Reid to the line for 2.
Knocks down the first.
Automatic.
10-point game here with a free throw to come for Diamond Valley. 7:29 left.
She finishes that one as well. 2 for 2 from the line. Diamond Valley 61. Bendigo Braves 70.
And Diamond Valley have gone back to that old press route. It's gone to Mia Harvey. She kicks it out. Back into Noonan. That's just great ball movement from Bendigo.
Great finish there by Elsie Noonan. That gives her first double-double in the in the NBL1 season for the Bendigo Braves.
Watkins comes back with a 3 for Diamond Valley. She's 5 out of her last 5 as Meg McCarthy dribbles the ball up. This game's really starting to hot up a bit.
It is 72-64. Cassie McLean with the ball, looking to play a bit of pick and roll with it. Elsie Noonan, not quite. Jess Smith out to Mia Harvey. Back to Meg McCarthy. 7, 6, 5 left on the clock. Looking to go right. Mia Harvey with the ball. Pull up. 3. That's off. Hit the rim. Riley with the rebound. They're off, James.
Yeah, ball's in Steph Reid's hands. A little 3-on-3. Has to run through, slows it up. Goes over to Abby Ellis. Finds Riley top of the key. She tries to go inside.
Good defense, Elsie Noonan. Good help defense, Mia Harvey. Cassie McLean out, and she will look to hold this up as...
Good steal there by Steph Reid. She's looking to push the fast break now. And she can't get it through, but that will be Diamond Valley ball.
Good help defense there by Mia Harvey again.
Yeah, so she falls through the sponsor board there.
Poppy Blanche tied Porchia back into the game for Bendigo, James. We have Mia Harvey and Elsie Noonan getting a well-deserved rest here.
Yeah, she's been phenomenal as an 18-year-old to post a double-double, especially against such a tough and gritty team that Diamond Valley has been. She's been real impressive.
Steph Reid here with the ball. Nolan looking for that little inside. Bit hot, that pass.
Yeah,
turnover there.
It was a good idea, just the execution.
It was definitely there, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. That would have been an easy under the basket, wide open for Nolan. Just couldn't execute the pass as McLean trucks the ball up to Smith. Trying to get past Riley here.
Cassie McLean with the ball, looking to dribble drive with her left hand. Not quite. Out to Poppy Blanche in the corner. Not quite. Ty Porchia. What's happened inside there? We don't know.
They're calling it over the back, maybe, potentially.
No, there's no foul called. It is
no foul called. Just
14 left on the clock. Bendigo ball.
Good fight from Ty Porchia down there.
Yeah.
Look to get the ball in. It finds its way to Porchia. Medi from the free throw line. It's Cash. She's up to 26, and Bendigo are up 9. Up 10, actually.
Steph Reid now with the ball across to
Abby Ellis.
Good defense there by Bendigo, getting the ball out of her hands. Watkins looking to dribble penetrate.
That's a tough layup.
That's a tough finish.
That's a great finish. Watkins is up to 25, and her and Porchia are going back and forth right now as Poppy Blanche brings the ball up the court. Finds Cassidy McLean, who is looking to go inside. Gets a screen from Porchia. Sort of stuck in the backcourt. Was left with no other option but to throw a pass to Porchia, who was double teamed. Steph Reid now pushing the tempo, trying to go in. Finds a great pass to Riley, who looks to go up. Couldn't find space.
Good defense there. Cassie McLean now out on the break. It's 3-on-1. You've got to pick somewhere to go. Ty Porchia with the right hand off glass. 10 points.
Back up 10.
4:50 left. You can really feel the crowd get behind the girls here, James.
Yeah, that's it. Riley fake handoff. Gets it into Nolan, who finishes. Ty Porchia goes to Blanche, and Cassie McLean will look to slow this up.
Ty Porchia now with the ball. Cassidy McLean.
Looks to go inside, nothing on Porchia, who looks to go inside. Jess Smith goes up, finishes. Bendigo up 10 again, and we have a Diamond Valley timeout. 4:22 left. And it's looking Braves right now.
Very, very encouraging signs here. Amy timeout here at Red Energy Arena, ladies and gentlemen. Bendigo 78, Diamond Valley 68, 4:22 left as we go through some Intex stats. Thanks to the guys at Intex. Cassie McLean has really stepped up as captain of this basketball club tonight. 16, 3 and 5 with 2 steals. Elsie Noonan, massive, massive game by the 18-year-old. 10 points, 12 rebounds. But Ty Porchia, unreal. She's had to step out with all these injuries, illnesses, Bendigo have been smashed in the face so far this year with so many people being out due to unforeseen circumstances, injuries, illnesses, as we just said. 28.7 rebounds, really leading the way. But it's not just her point-scoring ability. It's been the little one-percenters inside, going up, being amongst the trees, being an undersized centre, and just really getting the job done alongside Noonan.
That's it. The physicality from her has been upper echelon. She's drawn eight free throw shots from it.
Eight from the line?
Yeah, 8 for 8 from the line. Plenty of shots. Got those 7 boards, and even just a little 1% just to knock it onto a Diamond Valley player and it falls out. Just get the ball back. It may not show up on the stat sheet, but it shows up when you watch it.
Tay Watkins with 25 leading the way for Diamond Valley. Steph Reid 15, Abby Ellis 11. No one else in double figures. Steph Reid with the ball. 4:40 left.
Lauren Jones gives it off to Abby Ellis.
Out to Jones. That looks pretty good. Not quite. Bit long. Offensive rebound, Diamond Valley. Trapped in the corner. That's a offensive hook.
That's an offensive hook. Wow. Ellis is not happy with that call. She's in disbelief. She can't believe it. And it'll be Bendigo ball.
So just got some technical issues here with the referees talking to the bench here. 3:56 left here at Red Arena. If you're in the Bendigo area, pop down. Youth under 18, their entry is free for the men's game later on as our men take on the Diamond Valley men's team. Bound to be an absolute cracker if this season is anything to go by. 1 point wins, overtime wins, highlight reel dunks as tight. Porchia looks to dribble drive the lane. Not quite. You want to get down and watch this next game coming up shortly after this one, ladies and gentlemen, as Ellis drives the lane.
Steph Reid, corner 3, front rim. No good. Porchia grabs the rebound in some real tough contact, gets through it, and gets the ball up. Smith to Poppy Blanchford, easy layup. Bendigo are on top. They're up 12, 3:34 left. As we see Diamond Valley trying to push the tempo here through Ellis. Goes out to Steph Reid. She'll work at the top of the key with Delaney Todd. Goes back to Ellis, top of the key, 3-pointer. It's good.
She's hit 2 from there this evening. You can't leave her alone from there, ladies and gentlemen. As Mia Harvey with the ball now. She'll look to just hold it up. Jess Smith now.
Cassidy McLean on the wing, gets it into Ty Porchia. There's the jump shot, and it's good. Ty Porchia can't miss right now. She's up to 30.
Holy! Steph Reid now with the ball. Ty Porchia again with the steal. She's looking to get the ball out in transition. Jess Smith with the ball. Probably lucky to not give away an offensive foul there. And smart there by the Bendigo Braves women just pulling this one out. Cassidy McLean now with the ball. 12 left on the clock. Again, Poppy Blanche James pulls the ball out.
Yep, Ty Porchia has it top of the key now. It's 5 seconds to get something to work. Drives into Delaney Todd. Tough finish. Ty Porchia is up to 32, and she's having a game. As Steph Reid comes back, hard contact there. Mia Harvey falls on her back. Reid cannot finish, no foul called, as Cassie McLean will dribble the ball back up and try and slow this game down.
Yeah, that was a double dribble. And Ty Porchia picked up on that as soon as she did that. 2 minutes 12 left here. And we have a sub. Delaney Todd out of the game. Number 11, Kadee, into the game. Now, we've seen teams go and run, so Bendigo can't afford to get complacent here.
Yep.
It is 13 points. Yes, that sounds awesome on the surface, but you need to lock down on defense.
Yeah, that's it. And even on the offensive side, you've got a couple guys that were on the floor. Delaney Todd did just come off, but Ellis is on 4 fouls too. They'll look to attack those guys that, you know, have to play a bit more conservative, that there's no fouls left for them to give. As Ellis takes the top of the key 3 from that same spot.
3 now.
Can't leave her open. And the ball flies over Mia Harvey's head on the inbound. Kadee gets the ball, goes to Steph Reid. Reid looks to drive. Good defense there from Poppy Blanche. Top of the key 3 from Watkins. It falls.
Timeout. Timeout, Bendigo Braves women. Within the space of 20 seconds, Diamond Valley go bang, bang, 6 points. 2 for 2 from 3-point range. And we're just saying, you need to lock down on defense.
Complacent. That's it. You can't get complacent. The game is never over. And
1:49 left, James, as we take an Amy timeout.
The shooting.
Before you go into the shooting stats, mate, there's a sense of, it's like a nervous energy here now, isn't there?
Yeah. There's definitely it's not a trying to win energy now. It's trying to hold the lead.
Yeah.
It's trying not to lose, and that'll kill you.
In footy terms, it's like you're 2 goals up, 5 minutes to go, and you're kicking into a 3-goal win.
Yeah, that's it. You always got to keep having the thought of trying to win and not trying to lose.
All of her threes in this fight.
Steph Reid will draw the foul. That's her third. And there is one more to the bonus for Bendigo.
So this full court press is going to stick for the remainder of the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
So for the inexperienced Bendigo side, this is going to be a really good test. Mia Harvey with the ball, looking to get the ball across. And she lost the ball. That's okay. Steph Reid with the ball now. Across to Ellis to bring it back to within 4. Holy!
Oh, wow.
That's what good players do.
McLean has to fight through, gets the ball up to Harvey. Getting 3 people pressed on her. McLean dives on the ball. What are they going to call here?
I reckon it's back court.
They're going to confer the referees and decide.
Bendigo 84, Diamond Valley 81, 24 left in the 4th quarter here at Red Energy Arena.
Cassie McLean trying to get past Steph Reid, dribbling the ball up here. Gets past her, looking inside. Porchia fumbles the ball a bit, takes it up. No basket travel. Wow. That's a big call. 1:17 left in the game. Diamond Valley down 4 with the ball. Steph Reid will take this up and will try and orchestrate something.
Score here brings it back to within 2 points. Watkins out to the 3-point line, dribble penetrating with the right hand. Good defense there by Porchia.
Good rebounding too.
Good rebound as well.
Off the missed shot, goes to McLean out on the far side.
Mia Harvey, experience beyond her years, or maturity, sorry. Just holding onto the ball, getting a good set here. So 50 seconds left.
Yep.
Ball's in Noonan's hands.
10
Off
seconds
to Poppy
left on
Blanche.
the shot clock.
Inside to Noonan, trying to use her size. Not
That'll
quite.
be
It is a jump ball. It is
Diamond Valley ball.
Diamond Valley ball. Wow. I guess if you're Bendigo, you just took 20 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, that's it. And, Diamond Valley have to go 2 for 1 here. There's no way about it. No. You can't afford to use a lot of the shot clock here.
No.
As the ball comes into Ellis.
Diamond Valley are in the bonus as well, so any foul they commit now, Bendigo are to the line. Ellis now to Jones to bring it to within 1 point!
Wow.
They have just hit 4 threes in a row.
Harvey tip pass from Reid. Coach Black calls timeout for Bendigo.
We have an absolute cracker here at Red Energy Arena, ladies and gentlemen. Bendigo 84, Diamond Valley 83. James, as we go into this Amy timeout, 4 for 4 from 3 in the last minute 20.
Yep, that's it. They've really brought their way back into this, and as you said before, you can't get complacent because they are not missing right now. They're up to 33% on all 3-pointers, and that was, 12% at half-time, so they've really brought their way back into it. Last time out for Bendigo. Could get real dicey here.
10 points, 12 rebounds. She's hit this season.
Yep.
So, 1 point the difference. 32 seconds left here. Red Energy Arena.
McLean
Bendigo ball. Cassidy McLean with the ball. Into Elsie Noonan. Coach Black has drawn up a play here. Mia Harvey.
McLean gets Reid jumping, goes inside, can't find nothing. Poppy Blanche for 3.
Not quite.
Side rim. Little fight for the ball. What are they going to call it? Jump ball, which will be Bendigo's ball.
It will be Bendigo ball. But 14 seconds. 14 seconds left here.
4 seconds separates the shot clock and the game clock right now. Cassie McLean again to inbound. Ball's inbounded to Elsie Noonan as she looks to find Mia Harvey on a flare-up. 8 seconds left. Ball goes into McLean.
That's a foul.
Referee's called foul.
So they're going to send Cassie McLean to the line
with
for
9
2
seconds left. And that'll be Ellis fouled out.
Oh, that's a big foul.
That'll be Ellis fouled out of this one.
What did she, stats-wise, what did she end up with this evening, James?
Finished with 26 and 4. on decent shooting splits as well. She had a real impressive game, and she really got into it after that slow first quarter from Diamond Valley. But she's out of this one now, and if this game goes into overtime, that's a big out.
Cassie McLean misses her first. Oh, this makes things interesting. Cassie McLean, the captain of the Bendigo Braves women's squad, to hit her second. She's hit it.
She's hit it.
So we've got, is this the final timeout for Diamond Valley?
Yep, final timeout for both teams.
Both teams. So that's done now. It's going to be 9 seconds of craziness as we have our last Amy timeout of, dare I say it,
It's got to be one of Rita. That's it.
The kids are up to go basketball, and they're going, you know what? Pressure situation. You're going to learn from this. Have a crack.
For Diamond Valley, we have Steph Reed, Taya Watkins, Lauren Jones,
Kadee.
Yeah, Alicia Kadee, and Erin Riley on the floor.
So here we see Jones with the ball. Steph Reed with the
Steph
ball.
Reed.
8 seconds left. Looking to dribble, penetrate. Not quite. She looks to throw it up. It doesn't go in. Mia Harvey with the rebounds. She dishes it out, and it's game!
Braves
Bendigo Braves women beat Diamond Valley